You consider everyone an extraordinary threat, you stupid idiot. Mr. Slick-back hair. My God. Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Abhi on Camera, where today we're watching another episode of Wonder Man. First episode was already really interesting, giving us a completely different feel than really anything that Marvel Television has ever done before. And I mean the new Marvel Television stuff and the old Marvel Television stuff as well. I have absolutely no clue where this story will go, except for the fact that eventually Trevor will be revealed as a spy for the DODC, and he will do something to save Simon at the end of the day. I don't know. But before we get into this episode, I have to thank my amazing members. My dad, JP Franklin, Matt Sai, Silly Emoji, Fred Morty, Queen Nebulosa, Draw Copy, 707 Baby, Ajax, Aditya Simadri, Dylan Edward Plays, Powell Beck here, Azra Nail, Dank Blonde, Louis Biamont, Entropy R Formed, and Tiffany TCG. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and the channel. I really do appreciate you. If you want to watch my full unedited reaction to this show or other movies and TV shows that I watch, don't forget to hit the join button below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of my content, hit the subscribe button. And if you don't want to do any of that, let's just get into the episode already. Are you bothering this lady, or are you generally talking to her? Because sometimes talking to someone on a plane can be a really fun experience, right? Getting to meet interesting new people that you never would have crossed paths before. But sometimes you get stuck with people who are just not fun. It is weird if you keep talking to me after we get off the plane, though. That's rude. He was broken out of prison. In that little short film, right? That's why he was an agent for the DODC. It's like, we'll let you go if you do what we tell you. He's back. I really did not think I'd hate this guy as much as I did as when I first saw him in Spider-Man.
Option 2, thanks.
Okay.
He was like, oh, well, that was easy. That's why he got the audition for Wonder Man, even though he did not match anyone else who was auditioning. Wonder Man. Like the title card, just present day. Just in his normal life. I'm kind of interested to see what it'll end up being the title card in later episodes.
How in the hell did Ruth Bakshi call me about your audition for Wonder Man?
She finally found out.
It feels like the one, like it was made for me, you know what I mean?
And I feel like you say that for every role.
The self-tape or indie feature, the Carlisle.
Self-tape. That is a term I am mildly familiar with because my actor friend talks about submitting them quite often. You know, my friend certainly has a better setup than this to do his thing. He's got big fill lights as well as a whole bunch of noise canceling foam. Again, in a little closet, but. Oh, this is all his previous self-tapes. Though I remember having to do auditions, not for acting, obviously, but for music. Especially during COVID season or when there were like too many people who had to do auditions. Then they had to choose recording your audition instead of doing it in person. I remember the absolute headache of sitting there again and again and again, trying to find that one recording that you think is like, okay, maybe this will work, but you never are satisfied with the thing you sent out. You need to chill. You need to relax. You are breaking the wall, man. Your eyes are turning purple. You exploded. That was the exact opposite of chilling, Simon. Aren't you spying? Shouldn't you be spying on Simon? Because that explosion was exactly what you needed.
Patrol considers Simon Williams an extraordinary threat.
You consider everyone an extraordinary threat, you stupid idiot. Mr. Slick-back hair. My God.
Things around, but then light.
Okay, man, just type. Just type. You don't have to say it out loud. I know you're an old man.
Meeting is set.
Did you even get his address?
How far that little candle throws his beams, so shines a good deed in a naughty world.
Not sure where that's from.
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
That makes sense.
How are we using your apartment?
Nah, it's got bad energy.
AKA, I blew it up and I can't let anyone in right now.
It's a self-tape studio, not far from here.
And what,
I'm not
pray
surprised.
tell, is a self-tape studio?
Of course he wouldn't know. He's too old-fashioned an actor. He's been out of the game too long to know what a self-tape studio is. You rent the room by the minute?
Tragic how the industry
Damn,
changed.
they're stealing your money.
Sorry,
His third generation from
He's
the Bronx.
doing it again.
His father always wanted to own his own restaurant. He was a great cook.
Extraneous details. How does that help you?
Well, you should have read the waiver you signed because it stipulates that I read all off-camera lines.
Yeah, you really should have read. I thought you would come in here before.
Would you like to charge it to your room?
That's pathetic.
Oh, sorry, is that me?
yes,
Oh, sorry, is that me, lady? That was a waste of money. I really... Well, they only charge by the minute, so hopefully you didn't waste too much money. Why is that so bad? I mean, there are actual, like, recording places that you can rent out near me, but they're just kind of like padded, soundproof rooms. You rent the room, you go do whatever you want to. It definitely is just stealing your money if you're gonna force someone else to engage in the process. Like I'm gonna do my audition properly with you, with some stranger standing in front of me.
How am I just realizing that now?
Coronation Street.
There's a tradition in the theatre of handing down your prop to the next generation.
Got it. So Simon will get that skull.
Skills are quite the journey. Who passed it to Burton, who left it in a bar, and I nicked it.
Yep, that makes perfect sense to me. Like, oh, this is such a great thing, and then I stole it.
My mother.
I know Trevor being in the show is better for, you know, Simon's life, but I would think that Trevor's life would have been better if he had stayed in secret, wherever the secret village was in Shang-Chi. I can't remember the name.
You've been out here for decades. Where are all your friends?
Used to have plenty.
You forgot about the terrorism thing?
There's someone I could ask.
That kind of ruins any relationship you have.
We were both in somehow
Wait.
managed to get it in the show.
You're driving to who knows where?
Away with the lead role.
Damn, that's cold.
Bro, the time you're wasting by driving all the way down here to think to someone who you think owes you anything. Oh my god, it's you. I just saw you in something yesterday.
Everybody always go on and on about
I wasn't thinking about the fact that they could have just random Hollywood cameos in this instead of, you know, superhero cameos.
It's not enough to make a living. You gotta make a killing.
I mean, is that just show business or is that life? Is that Baby's Day Out? Was he in that movie? I love Baby's Day Out. It was hilarious when I was a kid. Though, I just feel like watching Baby's Day Out now, as I'm grown up, would just stress me the hell out.
You told me that you couldn't handle the pressure of being the lead.
Okay, now Trevor has to face his own life. He's been joking about the fact that, you know, he's been high through decades, but the actual consequences of that hurt his life.
Gentlemen, I'll give you some free
Is that Percy Jackson?
Louis B. Mayer.
Why is that poster back there?
He had a saying
Was he in that? Why can't I remember if he was in that movie?
about acting. It's better than any other job out there. But the minute you try to get something else out of it, you're screwed.
I
Digging that hole,
agree and disagree.
never get out.
It is a job.
I gotta say, Trev,
And if you focus on too many bad things, I need to. What do you say? What? Validation. Definitely. If you're trying to seek validation through that job, it's going to be a bad thing. But there are other things. Right? Having a goal is not a bad thing.
Actually, that speech was the dumbest, most patronizing thing I've ever heard. You suck. Joe Pantoliano, get the hell out of here, man.
Oh my God, just ruin your life.
Acting isn't a job. It's the single most consequential thing anyone could ever do.
No. It's in the middle. Neither person is wrong, but neither person is right entirely. Thanks for defending him, but also that whole point about like faking authenticity or what was it? That hits close to home because Trevor's faking it to get close to Simon. Is he gonna end right up back at his apartment? Yep. Complete waste of time. The light? The ring light? No? No ring light? That ring light, it is right here.
Who says that I don't judge? Maybe I'm just good at hiding it.
Good job. Please submit it already. You're so late. No wonder this woman doesn't like working with you.
Maybe I'm just good.
Oh. Hello? His computer? Look, man, Trevor's well used to superhero shenanigans. Your broken wall ain't nothing compared to that dragon, the demon bats from hell, the demon dragon. Right now, this is kind of low-key. That was episode 2, self-tape. We get the backstory on how Trevor found himself in this position of trying to like be this agent for the DODC. He came back to the US after all the events of Shang-Chi, and he immediately got arrested because he appeared on television as a terrorist. He was in prison, and he was broken out of prison by the actual Mandarins. So there is still that unfinished time left, even if he doesn't get charged for getting broken out. Instead of doing that, he's like, yeah, sure, I'll do work for you, no problem. But, I mean, this episode alone did a great job in showing that these two people, they think very much alike. I mean, Simon understands Trevor's work better than he does himself because he was so high for so much of his career that he just doesn't remember doing anything. And that validation, you know, that means so much to him. And I know it's that and the genuine relationship they are building that will have caused him to turn on the DODC in some, a final moment. I liked the celebrity cameo. It makes sense for this kind of Hollywood actor-focused TV show to have actors. And I'm wondering who else could maybe show up. I don't think it'll be anyone too big, but it'll be fun. Definitely haven't been reminded of Baby's Day Out in a long time. Again, about that speech about acting. It's like, it is just a job. It is a job. It is 100% a job. And it is the highest calling anyone can ever do. That's not necessarily true, especially in the modern age, right, where there's just so much more content and there's so much more variety of acting. It's just, you can't say the same thing about it. But the answer does lie somewhere in the middle. You can get somewhat emotionally attached to your job, no matter what job it is. It can help you a lot if you get emotionally attached in the right ways. If you see it as a goal for your life. The highest calling, not for everything, but for your life, you could work really hard on acting if you take it that way. All in all, this was a fun episode that brings these characters closer together, but it does not move forward the Wonder Man plot in particular. So I'm curious to see when we're going to get back to that movie. Hey, I'm having fun. I wish I could binge the rest of this, but I can't. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. What was your favorite part of this episode? Over here is the next reaction whenever that comes out. Over here is the playlist of my videos. And on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe. Criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.